Hello, everyone. This is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I, the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, King Dia, Lauren Frey, and the upcoming Jaw of the Dragon. So, PC gamers right now are in full damage control mode regarding the current state of the console industry. Right now, the narrative is that like PC is the defining console. It's the best there is. It's the most popular. It has all of the games. It can run all the games it doesn't have. Like it's the ideal gaming platform. The master race as they call it, and it's become such a joke. Honestly, I don't think most console fans really understand like what a joke the PC Master Race actually is, because I think most people don't bother playing on PC because like they instinctively know they know like bone deep that like PC gamers are full of shit. They don't know what they're talking about. If they honestly believe that PC gaming is superior to Nintendo consoles, they've clearly never played anything on a Nintendo console in their lives. It's kind of ridiculous to see the links these people will go to try and pretend that, oh man, like my gaming PC can run Nintendo Switch Sports like right out of the box. Like first of all, like you wouldn't be able to get on the servers, you wouldn't be able to play people online, and like second of all, like you don't have access to the motion controls, the Joy Cons, the the um the control scheme that the game was built around. Like I'm sure there are workarounds, but when you get right down to it, like the definitive experience is always going to be on Nintendo Switch, in which you can just download the game onto your console, right? Through the eShop, like the easily accessible eShop, and just play the game normally. Like you don't have to go through the all the hoops of like paying $2,000 to have an emulator developed, and then run the emulator and then set it up so like you can use controllers if you want. Like I'm sure it would be possible after like years of work, right? But like the entire point is that Nintendo consoles are easier to set up and easier to use and far more affordable. As I can tell you, as someone who just acquired a new gaming PC myself, yeah, like it's cheaper to simply buy a Nintendo Switch, get a Nintendo Switch Online subscription, and then suddenly you have access to all of these classic Nintendo games. Like you don't need to pirate them off the internet anymore. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people like uh oh no, it's Alex, don't like to appreciate is that don't like to admit is that it is easier to play games on Nintendo Switch online than it is to just download them onto your PC at this point. Like people don't want to admit it, but it is absolutely 100% true. Like it is simply easier to get Nintendo Switch Online, pay for a subscription, and you get access to like everything of value with no like worry about like getting busted or having something happen to your favorite distribution site. Like just buy a Nintendo Switch and you'll have all the games for less of a price, right? I I think it's going to be a long, slow, steady decline for PC gaming, right? Like I remember when Overwatch was the biggest thing ever. Like now that is Overwatch 2 out now? Like how many people care about that shit? Like nobody's happy with like Blizzard right now. Like WoW has gone downhill. Like Final Fantasy 14 I'm sure isn't as good as people make it out to be. Um like StarCraft is never coming back. Like, what games are PC gamers looking forward to in 2022? Like, everything gets released on console these days. Like, people don't want to admit that, but like, if anything, PC gaming has regressed, and there's really nothing you can do about it. Like, no matter how much you upgrade your rig or how much you pirate, like Nintendo fans are going to be playing better games on better hardware. It doesn't matter what you do to your rig. You're always going to be spending more money for a lesser experience.